Each year, the Umbrella Center for Domestic Violence Services does a fundraiser to help raise money to help with mental health, substance abuse prevention, domestic violence services for over 16,000 individuals and families each year. They have a thrift store called My Sister's Place Thrift Store and Donation Center in Ansonia, Connecticut, and household items are donated there. And what they want to do is have their version of a flea market flip, where you go to My Sister's Place, you buy some objects and you repurpose them, and then they're all going to be entered in a big one-day event in the Ansonia Armory, and the people are going to sell their items, and you can vote on which ones you like best, and all the proceeds go to help the fund. And they reached out to me to see if I may be able to help this year, and I decided I'll get in on the fun and help all I could. So I went to My Sister's Place and I bought some things. Let me show you what I bought, and then we'll repurpose it. I found this Japanese lacquered screen, and I'm thinking maybe some kind of a table, maybe a little sushi table or a nice little modern-looking Japanese table. I found this screen, this metal shelf, thinking that I can cut it and maybe incorporate this in the design in the legs. Table sitting on top, one shelf, and on the shelves there could be these two screens that fit inside there. So I'm going to start to work at that idea and see how it evolves along the project. But the first thing I want to do is I'm going to take the screen and make it a little bit wider and put a lip on it so that I can have a piece of glass made to sit on top of it, and with the help of only one craftsman. So this is the metal tray that we bought at Kim's place, and what I want to do is I think I'm going to cut it in half and use the two halves as the base for the tray top that we made. And now I have the metal shelf in two pieces. So the idea is have the glass holders facing out, and the table sitting on top of these. I like the rectangular shape. I'm going to incorporate that into the base. So I think I'm going to make two frames, one to sit underneath each base and one to sit on top of each base. I have the top sitting on the base. Here's the top sitting on the base. The top is a frame. Now the bottom, I added these legs, these cleats on the sides over here, so it looks like it's not bottoming out. And I want to keep it square and simple in the same lines as the metal is. All of our sections are constructed and cut out, ready to go, so let's start assembling this table. time to start building the shelf for the 2 trays. So I have 2 1x3/4, and I'm going to mount them to the outside like this, 1 cleat 12 inches up on each side to start. Now we have to build a frame for the little tray tables to sit into. So they're going to sit on this ledge over here. And I like to build a little wooden slot, little frame, so that they could drop in and held into position nicely. And so let's build that now. So that's our frame, and that's our center cleat that was holding the tension together. So we have these 4 cleats. I made this other cleat as a fake to hide the center cleat. Now that the whole table's built, it's time to do the finish, and I'm going to save the original screen on the top, of course. I'm going to tape this up. And then the frame and all the new parts around it, I'm going to paint gloss black lacquer. I'm about ready to paint the table, but I want a nice substantial finish. I don't want it to look like it just came out of a spray can. So I want to put a nice foundation on there. I'm going to prime it. But I'm using a vinyl primer. It's a petroleum base, so you could spray lacquer on top of it. So I'm using a catalyzed black lacquer, a nitrocellulose-based catalyzed black lacquer in my spray gun, and let's start spraying upside down first. There we go. We are all done. So now, best parts to come. Now we bring this over to the Ansonia Armory Center and see if we can raise some money for my sister's place there and the people at the Center for Domestic Violence Services. So hope everybody comes on down, get a project, have fun, and help out the people at the Domestic Violence Center. Thank you very much.
Jim, whatever you want to put, Mark. It's only for me. I got some.
Come here, Master. It's a little birdhouse. The vulture. All right, there you go.
What are you doing? You taking? He came to see.
So it's a little cat desk. Got the bed underneath.
Yep.
With scratch posts and food and water bowls on top.
Everyone shake hands. Ready to look at the camera.
No, just I'm shocked.
My sister's place, thrift store and donation center that supports they probably would end up supporting me if they saw me reading this now. I choked. Wow. See if there's a pearl in that oyster. So I have the shelf. So this is the tray. Not the tray. Be, nice, cute little dainty Japanese serving stand, little bar cocktail lounge, a little cocktail sushi settee, shall we say.